What's going on, guys? Matty Day Trades back at it again with the weekly watch list here. So, like I've been doing, kind of just going over more or less, charts I'm looking at, areas I'm interested in. And first things first is going to be Apple. I personally want to see Apple really back down, 108.60, 102.60 area. But in the meantime, we had some crazy price breakdown, went right back in, rejected, breakdown, new lows did come. And now we're kind of at this point of breakdown retest, which is one of my favorite, which, I don't think many people really utilize. So on the weekly, right, I love reactancy, right? High wicks on any side, up or down, is, reactant buyers or sellers, right? So just really going all the way back, from, you know, 2020. Oops, sorry. This whole area is basically wicks, right? So super reactant level here. You can see the weekly here, wick, 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 and this is where price broke to put in a new low. So this is my area I'm interested. It's a little cleaner on the daily here, where you have wick to body. Ideally, Apple short 135.20 would be great. Stop loss 135.72 is pretty simple. Your wick here, wick there. I'm going to use that as a stop loss because Apple can move up to 137, but I do like this for a short thesis here. If price did break and it broke over that 135.73, the prior high here 136.80, and then we could see price and move 137, 137.80, etc. But I'm really liking the short side on this. ABBV is another one I cannot believe I let slip through my radar. So basically, anything over for ABB, 162.55 is just wick, 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 right? Now, ABBV has been on a nice move, right? And so far, the monthly trend is a buy every single time. 62 produces 102. 77 produces 121, 105 produces 177, 132 produces 168, right? So this trend is producing $30 moves, right? Now, off the weekly here, this is why I'm so upset. We kind of missed this easy, right? Price broke out of the prior high at 156.50, right? Never really looked back, went all the way to 168, right? I'm huge into retest. We built this barrier at 160. If 160 breaks down, this 156 was so easy. So this is more, I don't really, I want this price to come down to 147.50 area, trend area, 145 even, looking for bounces there to buy a dip bounce. If trend broke down 137.80, prior low 133.86, this is some major demand to get through. I'm ideally looking to buy this dip and, ABBV off this trend, like I said, is pretty violent rip, right? But definitely keep that on the radar. AMD is another one, right? Breakdown, your retest. AMD, um, sorry. So AMD, right? The breakout 58.87 really never looked back. It saw 93, but price based down at this 94, right? So really, right now we have the prior this high here, and we're looking at this retest, right? Price broke down, put in a new low, bounced, and now we've kind of have these absolute missile candles both ways. So two levels I'm really watching here is 70.30, 71.60, and 73.86. I want price to make its way up, honestly, so I can look to short. I mean, AMD moved 59 to 71 in 2 weeks. No real stopping. As you can see, this 73.86 is major. If price clears 71.60, you could wait till 73.86. Stop loss at that 75.20, 76 area. And if you get a rejection there, obviously we need 73.86 to come down, 71.60. And then this under 71.60, I mean, we could really see price fall pretty fast here. 69 will be a great test. Excuse the messy drawings. Right here's that daily. It's just beautiful. Those prior highs, 78.43, 79.16 is a great stop loss. 81.50 if 79.16 clears. Gap fill 83.45, 85.30, right? Then to the downside, if that 69.13 clears, 66 you got a gap, and then 64.30 to fill that. Another name is OKTA. Name's been absolutely brutalized off ER. Um, the pretty incredible. I've been talking prior highs, prior lows is where they're looking to grab liquidity. You have this prior low here, which matches perfectly with the lows here. Not quite perfectly, but you see the picture, right? Um, and now price is clearly just moving pretty erratic here on the monthly. So on the weekly, right, we had this prior high act as major resistance, got this triangle breakdown, new low, leak to these all-time, not all-time lows, but that prior low we had marked out over here, right? Downtrend broke, right? For bulls, you would have needed to clear this level, which it did, but now it's having a hard time. And now your prior high is up here. The daily was really attractive here because you got this nice triangle. We could reject, come back down to 65, 67, look for 62, 60, 60. If 60 breaks down, price should have fun. Same to the upside. Friday's highs break out. Target 1, 71. Target 2, 71.70, and if that breaks, I would love to see the 74.50. If 74.50 comes, I would like price to move up on the 77.14 area and then make some strides up. Oil has been hot. It's on our radar. CVX is my favorite. It's getting super squeezy. The weekly is really, we were basing out for quite some time. Now we're sorry, my alerts are set here. Now the weekly's getting real tight here, right? It looks like it's flagging, setting up a pennant. And really, well, let's see. So you can see the, flag pennant here on the daily. I'm not the biggest fan of this. We'll do Costco. Costco, right? Prior highs, prior lows. This is my new thing I'm preaching, right? The monthly here, this has been serious demand. You got wick, 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 right? Now the weekly sets it up really nice, right? Where you can really see these wicks act and react as, some serious reactancy down here. But the daily is really what impresses me. So what I'm watching here is this flag break. Friday's high is clear. We should come to 486.87. If that breaks, Costco can see a nice move up. 488.40, 491.80, and then really this thing can rip all the way up to 498. If this were to break down, I need the lows here to break at 479. If 479 gives, I would love to see that 476. If 476 breaks down, price has got a real nice ripper candle, right? This area is straight down, straight up, straight up, straight down, straight up. So if we can get through that 476 area, Costco should fall fast. Not saying 464 happens, right? But it is definitely possible. HD is another one that I actually like. Long thesis. This weekly breakout. Let me check the monthly here. Yeah, we're coming into some serious areas, honestly. But the weekly broke out. We're over our prior high. Now we're targeting this 333 area. If 333 clears, I think Home Depot can go 339.55 and then 343.80 346.20, which is going to be tough up here. In terms of rejections, if 333 rejects, you know, 329.30, if that breaks, then this thing goes 322 pretty fast. Under 322, 314 to 312 has just been a really nice pocket of buyers for some time now. But you can see on the daily here, price over that 333, pretty thin. 339, 346, and then this thing can have some fun. And I think the last one is going to be SQ. I really hate this name if we're being completely honest. The monthly here is getting pretty tight, looking like we're trying to break some trend to the upside. Weekly already did. I need this thing to clear 72.58, or else that's honestly looking like a really nice rejection point for me. This shitty bull flag's trying to break out here. There's that 72.58. If that thing rejects, price falls back fast to 69.60. If 69.60 breaks down, forget about it. This thing can move really fast and hard to the downside. If 72.60 breaks out, I think SQ can move fast to that 74, 68, 75 level, and then that high at 76, and then 76.67. Be careful up there. Yeah, I got this thing all marked up. Sorry. And I know Moderna too has been another one that's on my radar for sure. The monthly is pretty gross, but the weekly is definitely appealing. We're over that 187.75, right? When price breaks over this level, it goes parabolic, wicked up hard to 198.30, and then wicked up hard to 216. But either way, price is moving really fast here, right? We created this base at 169 beautifully. Nasty bounces down in this area, 169 and 171. But one thing I will say is I do see, a little bit of a head and shoulders here. Trend is a little funky actually for the neckline. Whatever. Either way, you got your left shoulder, your head, your right shoulder. The only thing I'm worried about is this 187.75 has cleared. I want price to see, this prior high and also our prior low, which was our breakdown level right here at 197.48. And if 197.48 clears and holds, I want to see this thing 201.60, 203.50, and then 209 big boy. You could also see the 4-hour. We do have a rising wedge here to help out fill our right shoulder for the daily head and shoulders. This has been a real wicky area. If we get some weakness, 187.75 breaks, you get the trend breakdown. I want 180. It's 172 really in that 169, but under 172 you're in the gap. Looks pretty good. That's really it. That was like 5 or 6 names honestly that we hit pretty good. I know there's a bunch of nice setups going around the market here. I know I really like NVIDIA here, IWM. But I think that should do honestly. It's a solid bucket of tickers there that we should be focusing on. I mean, I love this NVIDIA 169.75 area, 172. A lot of good names here, up and down. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please ask questions. All right, let's